So I'm on my way to the Drybridge flea market. It's a place that I usually avoid because I want to buy so many things. But when I go, I only bring 100 lari with me, and that translates to $36. So that's how that's my system for not overspending. 100 lari. So yeah, I'll show it to you and then show you what I found at the end.
Been at it already, had my tarot read. Things to look.
So this is the start of the market. I got there pretty early. It was like 10, and things in Georgia usually open up at 10. So people were still setting up, as you'll see. So I probably didn't get the full market because, as you see, a lot of things are empty and it's usually full. So one of the reasons why I really like this market is because of brass. I really like brass objects nowadays. So here's like candlesticks, cups, animals. And I really like patterned things as well, which there's a lot of that here. And all these doorknobs and handles. I really want a house just so I can buy doorknobs. And these are patterns or like rug squares and rugs. I believe they're newly manufactured. I don't think they're antique. I could be wrong, but they've just been popping up a lot lately and look pretty new. I just really love all the colors and patterns. And then here are some vintage like swords and daggers. This guy always sells art and posters, and my next video I'm going to do art thrifting, so I might take a look through these things more in depth. This guy always has really old, almost sort of country, like just daily living from like the countryside sort of things, or farm tools. So you can see spindles. This blue box I call an ossuary, which probably isn't, but I just really like this one. This guy also has really the best antique rugs. He had one that I really liked so much, but it was $1,000. Some antique pots, ceramics, jugs. It wouldn't be a flea market in Georgia without a few accordions. And there's also a lot of new stuff here too. You'll find souvenir type stuff like these pictures. Soviet coins and medallions are really prevalent here. And again, here's some like painted cutting boards, a little bit newer, more souvenir style.
Cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing, do I do.
And I really liked this. I don't know if it's crystal, if it's called decanter or wine holder. I don't drink wine, so I didn't get it. You can hear some more brass things. Plates. I don't usually buy like plates or porcelain. I really liked this statue. Headless bust, maybe, I don't know. But this guy's truck, he always has like so many brass and cool objects inside, it's almost hard to show all of it. And on the other side, he has again like sort of country life sort of things. So old pots and jugs, copper tins, brass handles. This guy again, I really like those wheels or those casters that were brass, but there were only 3 of them. But again, I don't have a home and I have no reason to buy door handles or sink knobs, but definitely goals. This guy always has like steampunk type things that he sort of upcycled. Some toys, new and old. Again, like some jewelry, a little bit souvenir type stuff. Here's some vintage rugs. I really like this one with the cocks on it. It says Nino, so I wonder if that's the woman who spun it. But all the colors and patterns are just so cool. I also have no reason to buy a rug, but that's also goals. The rug with the horses, I just saw it in this video and it's also super cool. These horns they used to drink wine out of. And here's a lot of old Soviet medals, pins, which they gave out like water, so there's like tons of them. I've bought more than a few for my nephew, some coins. Again, more medals, coins, Soviet military gear, old photos, old books, old money from different countries. This is like the other side of the street where they also have stalls. A lot of candle holders, teacups. It's a fire poker. Again, not really a fan of porcelain or plates, so I usually kind of skip these sort of booths. Really pretty, really highly decorated vases and porcelain if that's your thing. These are samovars for tea and I have no use for them, but I also sort of want one. Maybe for water. Excuse the dog in the background, that's not my dog. This lower part, if you go downstairs, had a lot of chandeliers, which were so cool. Brass, crystal, really old, really nice design. It was just covered in chandeliers down here. They just had so many different lights and chandeliers. If you were like renovating a home, would be the perfect place for some architectural salvage. Had lots of silverware and too. It's a picture of Tsar Nicholas. Some old wooden objects. I really liked those shoes. I'm not sure which country they're from. Old barber tools. Sickles. Here's again another like all military booth. Some new military objects, but a lot of old daggers, military uniforms, Soviet, Navy, hats. If you want the quintessential like Russian winter hat, you can get it here. Here's a lot of the weapons. Maps and binoculars you can find a lot of here. And here's like some newer stuff. More like souvenir type stuff, but still pretty cool. Here's another one of the newer rug sellers. Also has some brass and animal objects, which is really cool. Like I said, I've started seeing these pop up a lot. So I think they're newly manufactured. This is a great place not only if you want like a chandelier, but if your chandelier's missing the crystal pieces, there are a lot of sellers who just have different crystal pieces you can buy. So maybe like some are broken at a house that you buy. There were a few objects downstairs as well, not just the chandeliers, but it's a little bit less put together. Like I think the people just close up at night, whereas if you're on the main street, the people bring their stuff out every single day. So it's a little less organized, but they still have a lot of cool objects. I looked at this lady's booth and she was really friendly. She tried to tell me which countries everything was from.
This is Georgia, madam. This is Georgia. This is Georgia. Yes. This is China. This is Russia. This is. Georgia. This is China.
Paris,
China. Yes.
Very pretty.
Very good, madam. This is China. This is Gale. This is after.
She wanted to show me a vase.
After.
She also showed me a few other things.
This Vienna, Austria.
This is a really nice blue and white set. A little bit fancy for my taste.
This Georgia. This.
Georgia.
Yes, Georgia. Yes. Привет, привет. Your country, madam?
America.
America. Very good.
I really like, as you'll see in a second, one of these crystal pitchers. I really want a crystal pitcher,
This 250.
but I don't bring
This old
so much money with me
Hey, madam. This very good.
to avoid making too many purchases. But this one I really liked. I'd seen one before that was sort of had a more unique shape and was gold plated on the top, which I really wish I'd gotten that one, but the lady wanted to overcharge me. So I just got back from the antique market and I'll just show you the few things that I got. Keep in mind, I only spent 100 lari, which is $36. So let's take a look. So here's my bag. I got these candlesticks. They're not marble, they look like marble, but I think he said in Russian that they were actually onyx. And so I got these two, which I love a lot. I think I got them for 40 lari, which I can put on the screen how much that is. But I just thought they were really nice. I really like brass. I really like stone. Inside it seems a bit small, if it'll focus. So I wonder if it's more like for just a thin candle or incense, but I wonder if it would have no problem a larger size candle just going in here and sitting on it. But I really like those. I don't know what the holes in the bottom are for, but I thought those were nice for 40 lari. And then, sorry, the puppy is drinking. Like black and white box. I think it's probably new. Or if it's old, it's not like super old. But I just really like black and white right now, like checkerboard. I have a few chess sets. It opens. Here's what it looks like on the inside. But I just really like little small decor pieces to put around the house. And I like the turtle pattern on it. And again, it's like some sort of inlaid stone mother of pearl kind of thing. And then a holder. So you'll find these a lot. Maybe I showed a few in the video. But if you can see, what it holds is a glass cup. And then that cup is used for tea. So it's used as like a holder for the teacups, the glass teacups, so you don't have to touch it. But these are usually silver, and they have like some sort of enamel pattern always, but they don't usually have color. So I've been collecting, and I'll show you another one I have. I want 4 of them. So here's the other one I got, I think back in March or February. Again, it's not the traditional like silver colored one, but still fits a glass so that you can drink tea out of it. But this one's more colorful, has colored enamel, and I really like that. So those are a few of my finds. Hopefully you enjoyed, and go ahead and subscribe if you want more content from Tbilisi. The next thing I'll be doing will be art thrifting. I really like artwork. I really like old artwork, and there's a lot of really nice old art shops here. Thanks.